This is Mark Harrington from mybitcoinprofits.com. This is our weekly review on the Bitcoin market and the price for Bitcoin and the trading opportunities. It's April the 28th. The last video was April the 20th, and you will remember that we'd seen the breakout from the trading triangle and that I'd suggested that I would be looking for a retest. So let's go to the charts and see what has actually transpired. So we have here, the chart is the Bitcoin against the US dollar. We've seen clearly the breakout has happened exactly the way that we wanted. We've now got a pullback. We'll talk a little later about why that pullback may actually have happened, and the price has headed into the trading zone which I had identified last week. And that trading zone was based on looking for a horizontal level. And my preference would have been to look for a trading opportunity above the green line, because that's a horizontal level that has come off a weekly chart rather than these red ones. But the price has pulled back down into this zone. So let's get rid of the arrows, and we can actually have a look at the chart. And I think, as always, what I'll do is I'll just step back and just check levels, because we've got an extra week that's gone by. I'll get rid of the indicator so I can actually see. Let's get a hold of this. I'm going to get rid of all of these red lines, and we'll reconstruct our levels off the weekly chart. So we'll focus on the levels that are pertinent to our trading area. Now clearly there's a level up here, because that is the reversal from last week, and it's a level off a weekly chart, so I shall make it a green line. And as I look back in time, I do not have any reversals on the weekly. That one's way above the zone, and we could argue that this one is here. This is not really a reversal, but there have been several weeks that the price tracked in the same sort of zone, and that corresponds over here. So we'll draw that line in there because it is certainly pertinent to where we are right now. And I'll draw it on the, because that is, I'll draw it at the bottom there so we can see it as a touch here, and it has a touch here, and where that might provide a bottom for where we are currently trading. So that's the lines off the weekly. Let's just see if we've got any reversals off the daily that we've not yet identified, and I did delete a few, and there certainly is one here. I'm going to draw it there because it corresponds to the tops here, and it gives me touches here, and I'll make it a red one to show that it's come off the daily. So that's certainly a pertinent level for now. And then the other one is this one over here, which, and as has been my pattern, is I'm going to draw this on the closes, because my recall is this one actually gave us more touches on the closes. A touch there, it's close to a touch, there's a touch there. And the last thing I'd like to do over here is I'm going to check the Fibonacci retracement level. So we're going to draw a Fibonacci. We can do it from this low here or this low here. I'm going to do it from this low here, so the most recent low to the high, and to see what the Fibonacci numbers are. Let's just extend this out a bit so I can read them past the box. And the zone is pretty well exactly between the 50 and it's gone but below the 618, so we could really extend this to the 786. So we're certainly in a trading zone now, and my preference always, and smart trading, is about identifying opportunities to trade based on clear reversals. And if we remember what my principles of reversals we're looking for my favorite is a ring low. So price comes down, makes lower low, makes a lower high, does a reversal, and we get a higher low and a higher high. So we call that a ring low. The second is when we've got a price situation like this. Price has gone like this and then does this. So this is called an engulfing bar. And the third one is when we've had price come down and then price opens something like this, goes all the way down and comes back and closes like this. And this, so it's testing a level here. So this is testing a level. So we're always looking to be testing a level. So we're on a level here. So the trade opportunity will come when we see a clear reversal from that level. Now, I would not be surprised if we see it actually track right down to the 786 level, and there is a risk then that if it passes through that, it's actually going to keep heading down, and do not be surprised to see it head down to the next weekly support level and this downtrend line. So I will not be trading this. If you do want to explore trading, one of the avenues is to go to a lower time frame and to see if you can identify the reversals there. So here we are on the 4-hourly, and we can see where our trading zone is, and the price is still, it's just been progressively tracking down, and we're not shown any sign of reversal. So even for this current bar, what we would need to see is we would need to see this bar do this, so that then creates a ring low. But it's not showing any evidence of that at the moment. So I would not be exploring this on the 4-hourly chart, and let's see if that's any different on an hourly. And what we have here on an hourly, the one of the problems I have here on the hourly is that the hourly has established a level there, and we've got a ring low forming that's above that level. So we really need to break this high before we would consider that that combination of bars is a reversal. And ultimately what that would imply, if that was to happen, is that that would actually give us the correct shape of bar here, i.e. a ring low on the 4-hourly if that was to happen. So from my point of view, I'm not interested in trading this just yet. Our opportunity will come. Last point, as always, is just to have a quick look at the momentum indicators to see if they are telling us to be careful of anything. And using MACD, it's above zero. It has turned, but it is not flattened out and reversed. So this is ultimately what we're looking for, is looking for MACD to do this, and then this becomes our entry opportunity. So let's clear that, and then have a look at the alternate momentum indicator, which is the stochastic, just to see what the state of being of those indicators are compared to overbought and oversold. And the stochastic is clearly not operating in the oversold area, which is this area down below. What I will highlight though is that we talked last time about the risk of, or the opportunity that's identified when the momentum, the stochastic indicator, goes in from the overbought area into the shaded area. We'll see that's where the breakdown is. So we absolutely got a very clear signal right here. I'm going to do it with the arrows from the charting package. We got a very clear signals right here to enter, which happens to coincide with, so that is that bar there. It's this bar up here. That's where that signal came. So the momentum indicator was absolutely telling us about that opportunity. What we have to be a little bit uncomfortable about is it wasn't telling us, it was telling us something similar over here, and price kept running upwards, so you can't always rely on that. So my status is I'm waiting for a reversal. On the daily, I might explore it on the 4-hourly. While we're here, let's just have a quick look and see what else is going on. And I'm going to step across to the Bitcoin against the Chinese yuan, and we've seen exactly the same pullback against the Chinese currency, and has pulled back to this trend line. So if we're interested in trading this one, and this one might actually be a better one to trade, I'm not going to draw all the levels in here because if it reverses and retests, we're likely to get an entry above this. We may not even have to wait for a retest. We'll get an entry above this downtrend line. What I do like is that this level here was higher than this level here, so we do have now higher highs, and the same applies on the Bitcoin against the US dollar chart. And let's just find out what else has been going on that might be driving this situation. I think ultimately what has happened here is there's been a large amount of profit taking. If we just step across to our exchange trade volume data, we can see here in the last few days that exchange trade volume has climbed quite dramatically. In fact, been at a level of $3.8 million, which is significantly higher than we've seen for quite some period of time. This is 60 days. Let's just have a look at what's happened at other currency situations. If we look at Ethereum, we've had there've been reports that Vitalik Buterin, who's the founder of Ethereum, has been selling his shares or selling his coins in this area. So the Ethereum price has tracked downwards. We've made it's made a higher low, but only just. So there may well be a trade opportunity in Ethereum here as it pulls down, as it retraces to this uptrend line, and as it traces short. Personally, I'm waiting for it to break this way above this downtrend line and then to trade it long. And that's probably enough for a review on what has happened in the Bitcoin market. The opportunity is we're waiting for a reversal off a level. Happy Bitcoining and happy trading.